Alright guys, here we are in Half-Life Alyx on the Oculus Quest. Now, let me just clarify, we're not actually playing Half-Life Alyx. This is just a custom home environment that you can download and install, which I'll show you how to do at the end of the video, to replace your other custom home environments that you have. But as you can see, this is Half-Life Alyx. It's awesome. Before now, there was one other home environment for Half-Life Alyx, which you'll see here. It wasn't very good. It looked really bad, like everything was melting or something. I don't know. It's had its issues. Now, finally, we've been waiting for this one to come out, and here we finally have it. We're here in the middle of City 17. If you look up this way, we got the tower, the Citadel right in front of us. Looks pretty good. It's not amazing. It's not as good as like the game would actually be, but it still looks great and running on the Quest, so that's awesome. And then, of course, looking around to our left, we got some of those signs up there. Got the playground. You can kind of see the playground a little bit, the iconic playground. Got some posters here, a bicycle. All of it looks really, really good. And as you can kind of hear, there's some stuff going on in the background. You can hear some, like, those walkers. Oh, crap, what are they called? The strides walking around in the background. You can hear some of the planes and stuff, the airships flying overhead. Some background announcements going on. All kinds of noises and things happening, really immersing you in the world of Half-Life Alyx, all in your own home environment. I mean, check this out. Just sitting here in my Oculus home here in the city of City 17. So, I've done videos before, by the way, if you want to check out like a bunch of other custom home environments, but out of all of them, I really like this one. This one is definitely one of my favorites and one that I'm going to keep using because this is just awesome to put on your Quest and immediately be in Half-Life Alyx. So if you don't have a computer that you can play Half-Life Alyx on, this is the closest you're going to get, and I highly recommend it if you're a big fan of Half-Life like I am, to try this out, download the custom home, and like I said, there's like a bunch of others that you can do if you haven't tried those yet, and I'll link to that video that I explain how to do that. But now, let me jump on the computer and let me show you exactly how to install all of this so that you can do it yourself. Alright, so real quick, I'm just going to show you how to install this so that you can try out the new City 17 home. It's actually really, really easy to use and really easy to do. So first off, you're going to go to the Discord server, and you don't actually have to go to the Discord server. I'll include it here because they do have tons and tons of different environments that you can try out and you can kind of look through. You can request environments, all that. This is the Quest Homes Discord. Really awesome place, but also I'll just link to it below. But once you find it, you go in here to the Quest Home Environments channel, and the most recent one is going to be the Half-Life Alyx City 17 with ambient, and then you just click on this link right here, which I'll also include in the description below, and then it takes you to this website here, and this is where you're going to download the actual file. So here you got to decide whether you want to replace the Classic Home, Cyber City, Space Station, or Winter Lodge with the new home, because the way it works is you're not actually adding a new custom home, you're just replacing what's already there with this new home. So in my case, it doesn't really matter. I'll just replace the Classic Home. I don't ever use that one, so I'm fine replacing that one. You can also decide if you want a silent version. In the one I showed you, there's that ambient noise that you kind of heard in the background. You can also get a silent version if you'd rather have that, but in my case, I'm good with just the regular normal one. So I'll do the Classic Home, or you could do Cyber City, Space Station, whichever one you want to replace. Just select that and then hit download. Once it downloads, you're going to want to come to SideQuest, and if you've never used SideQuest before, it's really easy to do. You just look up a tutorial and it'll explain everything you have to do to get SideQuest up and running, but this is the easiest way to download or install APKs in my opinion. So once you have that open, just plug in your Quest and wait for it. Yes, that's the actual sound my computer makes when I plug anything in. So anyways, once you got that plugged in, you should see a little green circle right there saying it's connected. Just follow the tutorial for SideQuest. If it's not working right, you just a couple things you have to do. It's not just plug and go. But anyways, once it's plugged in and you got that green circle, then you can go over here to this little symbol right here to install APK from folder, and then you can select whichever file you downloaded that you want to install. So in my case, I would select that, open, and then it should install. If you run into issues with it installing, it's good to uninstall the environment first. So like this one, it's supposed to overwrite the Classic Home environment. So first you would go into your headset and uninstall the Classic Home environment by clicking, the three dots and clicking uninstall, and then installing it here. Sometimes that fixes the issue, and that should be fine. And if you want to get rid of the City 17 home environment and go back to the classic home, all you have to do is uninstall it and reinstall it. And once it reinstalls, it's going to be back to the classic home. This is completely harmless to your Quest. There's nothing that's going to happen. You might get a message popping up telling you about illicit content or something, or piracy, but as long as you're not actually pirating anything, you're not pirating games, you're not going to run into any issues. This is perfectly legal. This is perfectly allowed. It's not going to cause any issues. And like I said, if you want to get rid of it and just uninstall it and you're back to square one, back to how it was right before, it's really just changing the way things look. It's not changing anything in the system. Perfectly safe.
Hey guys, Panda from the future. So I just realized that you can actually install this home from SideQuest just directly. Like, you don't have to install the APK or anything. You don't have to download it if you don't want to. You can just go straight to SideQuest, just look up City 17 Alley custom home, and you'll find this page here. It's got a nice little trailer. They'll show you what it looks like. Pretty cool. And if you come down here, this is where you can download and install it. So again, just like before, let me pause that. Just like before, you have the different options: the classic home silent, cyber city silent, and so forth. So then you just decide which one you want. Like for me, I want the classic home. Click on it, and it says, do you want to install this environment? You hit continue, and bada bing, bada boom. Come over here, you'll see that it's downloading and installing directly. So you don't have to go to that page, you don't have to go to the Discord to download it if you don't want to. You can just do it all directly through SideQuest if that's easier for you. So that's all there is to it to install City 17, so you can see Half-Life Alyx on the Oculus Quest. I know it's not the actual game. That's what we really want, is to play Half-Life Alyx on the Quest, but I don't think it would be worth it, honestly, to get it running on the Quest. It just wouldn't look nearly as good. It wouldn't be the same experience. And so for people that are waiting, that aren't getting into PC VR yet, this is the closest you're going to get to playing Half-Life Alyx. But you could actually go play the original Half-Life if you're interested in that. Just go to SideQuest and let me see here. If you want to play the original Half-Life on Oculus Quest, you can do that if you're a big Half-Life fan. You just got to look it up right here. That's what it's called. It's called Lambda 1 VR, and it's got a little bit of an install process. You have to like download, you have to actually own the game and take some of the files from the game and put them on your Quest, and then install this mod also. So it's pretty easy. There's a whole guide here that you can do, and I can make a guide if you guys want. But if you want to play Half-Life, the original Half-Life, not Alyx, on your Quest, that's one way you can do it. So there you go. That's it for this video. Hopefully you guys appreciate it and enjoy this awesome home environment. I'm going to be using it a ton. I'm super excited for it. But that's it. I'm out.